Long ago, there was a loving father who had 2 sons. He worked hard every day to care for his family and gave them everything they needed. His home was filled with peace, love, and blessing. But one day, the younger son made a decision that would change everything. The younger son came to his father and said, "Father, give me the share of the inheritance that belongs to me." This request shocked everyone. In those days, asking for inheritance while the father was still alive was like saying, "I wish you were dead." Yet the father said nothing. With a heavy heart, he divided his property between his 2 sons. Soon after, the younger son packed all his belongings and left home. He traveled to a distant land, chasing freedom, pleasure, and excitement. The father watched his son walk away, knowing the world could break him. In the far country, the young man began living a wild life. He spent his money on parties, luxury, and careless living. Friends surrounded him, but only because he had money. Little did he know, this life would not last. Then disaster struck. The money ran out. A severe famine hit the land. The friends disappeared. And the young man was left with nothing. Hungry, desperate, and alone. Finally, he found a job feeding pigs. He became so hungry that he wished he could eat the food given to the pigs. At that moment, he realized how far he had fallen. Then he came to his senses. He said to himself, "My father's servants have more than enough food. And here I am starving to death. I will go back to my father. I will say, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you.'" With a humble heart, the young man began the long journey home. Every step was filled with fear and regret. He wondered, would his father forgive him? Or would he be rejected forever? But while he was still far away, his father saw him. The father had been watching the road every day. Filled with compassion, the father ran to his son. He embraced him and kissed him. The son began to speak. "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son." But the father interrupted him. "Bring the best robe. Put a ring on his finger. And sandals on his feet. My son was lost. And now he is found." The house filled with music, dancing, and celebration. Because the lost son had returned home. This story reminds us of something powerful. No matter how far we go, God is always waiting for us to come back. If you ever feel lost, remember this story. God's love is greater than your mistakes. And just like the father in this story, He is always waiting for you to come home.